So it is 18th June today, and it's 4 o'clock in the evening. A very good evening to all of you. I, Vijayashree, the coordinator of the event, welcome over here all of the Gurukul Kangri University and Department of Management Studies, Gurukul Kangri University, and all the other departments, Humanity Department, Sanskrit Department of Gurukul Kangri University professors. I welcome here all the professors and teachers of various other institutions and research scholars and students over here to attend this webinar. Today, I'm happy to tell you that we have Dr. Bindya Mittal Khera uh, as a speaker over here in this webinar, which is living with corona and not fearing it. So here is a brief introduction of our speaker. She is a graduate from Ayurvedic Rishikul State College. She passed out, she graduated back in 1992, and since then, from the year 1993, she has been practicing as a gynecologist and obstetrician, focusing mainly on gynecological problems and infertility problems. Especially, she has been solving all these problems through using Ayurvedic medicines. She is a firm believer in taking advantage of both management, both modern medicine and Ayurvedic medicines, and using them together for the best results. So I welcome you here, Dr. Bindya Mittal Khera ma'am. And now I invite our director and dean FMS, Dr. VK Singh sir, to welcome Dr. Bindya Arora. Bindya Mittal Khera.
Very good evening to today's speaker, Dr. Bindya Mittal Khera ji.
Thank you, sir.
The backbone of today's show, and my colleague, Dr. Vijayashree, and the instrumental behind the show, Professor Bindu Arora. All professors, right from Sharma Saab to Sangeeta ji, to my different colleagues from different area, from different fields. It's a pleasure today to welcome on softboard Dr. Bindya Mittal Khera ji, who is a very renowned gyno and obstetric practicing in Lucknow. And today she is going to pitch on the topic, which is very much important and adhesive so to today's requirement, living with corona, fighting it, not fearing it. Ma'am, we are very eager to listen to you, because what I feel today, if anyone who is to be named first as a corona warrior, it is the doctors only, and the medical team and the paramedical team, and then we come next on. So really, we all are very pleasure. We are very eager to hear your voice, how we can fight and not fear with the corona. Over to Dr. Bindya Mittal Khera ji. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Professor VK Singh and Vijayashree for inviting me, and especially Dr. Bindu Arora, who initiated this, who invited me in the first place. As you all have given my introduction, there's no need to introduce myself. The topic today which we are going to discuss is living with corona, fighting it, not fearing it. And I am a firm believer of this. See, let us discuss what we are suffering from nowadays. This is a disease whole world is facing, and I think all of you are quite aware of it. But still, I'd like to give a brief summary about this. First of all, this is a virus which is from the related RNA family of coronaviruses, and it infects our respiratory system, human respiratory system, producing common cold-like symptoms. which may vary from in the severity from very mild to moderate to severe. Let us see how it impacts our respiratory system. Our lungs are made up of air sacs which are called alveoli. This is the place where air exchange takes place. We absorb oxygen and exhale or give out carbon dioxide. This virus particularly damages our alveoli walls and capillary walls in the lungs. So it makes difficult for the gaseous exchange to take place. Next, what it does is when it starts damaging the wall, debris or damaged cells, dead cells, start accumulating on this wall of alveoli and capillaries, forming a thick layer, which makes even more difficult for us to take oxygen. At this stage, person starts feeling breathlessness or short of breath, and our body starts fighting with this virus on its own. It is our immunity system, which is a form of our body to retaliate against any foreign body which enters our system. So our body fights with this virus and tries to destroy it through our immunity system. Well, if our immunity system is good and strong, we are able to destroy this virus, and in spite being infected from it, either we don't show any symptoms or our symptoms are very mild. But if our immunity system is not good, not strong, then body is unable to destroy this virus on its own, and we start facing other symptoms, severe symptoms. And at this stage, we should immediately seek medical help. Go to some doctor or nearby hospital. Next is, what are the external symptoms from which patients suffer? First of all, as we have realized that when it infects us, there is a low oxygen level in our body. So the first symptoms are headache, short of breath, breathlessness, fever, dizziness, conjunctivitis, and some less common symptoms are loss of smell and taste and diarrhea sometimes. If we are suffering from these symptoms and they are getting worse, then we should immediately go to some hospital nearby and seek medical help. But if our symptoms are very mild or there are no symptoms at all, we just need to build our immunity system, and that itself will cure us from this disease, and sometimes we will not be even aware that we were suffering from it. Now, who are the persons who are more prone to get affected from this disease? Let us understand immunity plays very important role in it. So the persons who have a low immunity, like the elderly persons and the children of very tender age, have a natural low immunity. They are prone to suffer from severe symptoms, so they should be taking maximum precautions. But otherwise also, the persons of young age, if they are suffering from lung disease, heart disease, kidney disease, diabetes, sugar, or are on any medicine which is immunosuppressant or are on steroids, then their immunity is low and their lungs are not strong in itself. That's why they are also prone to suffer from this disease severely. So they should also take maximum precautions. This is about how it infects us and what are the symptoms that we realize that we are suffering or some other person is suffering from this, maybe suffering from this virus. Now, let us talk about this virus. As you all are quite aware that it started from a city of Wuhan in China in December 2019, and very rapidly it spread throughout the globe, hitting almost all the countries. Actually, the countries which were hit at the beginning were caught unaware. They were not even ready or imagined that any medical emergency of this stature was going to hit them. Actually, no one was prepared, and even now we are not fully prepared. But at the starting, those countries suffered maximum casualties. In India, we reported, yeah, we got these first cases in the month of February. So, although not prepared, we had a little idea about what corona was and what we were going to face from then onwards, from the experience of other countries which were suffering even before us. At this stage, when this corona disease went global, it was declared pandemic, and rightly so, because although there have been many epidemics which were much more fatal than this, but they were mostly confined to a area, particular country, or a part of continent. But this was the disease which went global in a very short span of time. Now, the WHO, different governments of other countries, and doctors, medical facilities, uh, scientists, and virologists all went together and decided to take a course about what preventions were to be taken, what precautions were to be taken, and issued some guidelines. Now, following those guidelines, first step which almost all the nations took was to go for a lockdown. Some went for partial lockdown, but in India, we went for total lockdown. Idea was that if lockdown was done initial stage, we might be able to isolate the patients who were suffering from this disease or were corona carriers and treat them separately, and thus break the chain of transmission. But after few months, we realized that it was not to be so. We were unable to do this. Maybe virus was even more volatile and strong than we hoped for. Some were even imagining that excessive heat or cold will kill this, destroy this virus, and maybe it will lose its severity with time. But now, after a couple of months of lockdown, we have to admit that it is not going to be so. We have to live this virus for the coming months, maybe a year, till the proper vaccine or medication is discovered for this. But I think lockdown served a even more important purpose. It was buying us the time to get ready to fight with it. Our medical facilities and governments were not at all prepared for this kind of medical emergency. In the initial stages, India didn't have ample number of PP kits, masks, sanitizers, and even ventilators in our hospital. So it gave us time. It stopped the disease which was coming at us at the speed of a bullet train to the speed of a good carrier train. माल गाड़ी की स्पीड पे इसको कन्वर्ट कर दिया, हमें टाइम दिया जिससे हम तैयारी कर सकें. We got ready to face it, and now many things are easily available throughout the country. Next thing which was very important was it gave us time to educate almost every person of our nation and throughout the world to take what precautions, how to prevent it from happening to us, and how to prevent from transmitting this disease to others. And these were very important aspects which lockdown served its purpose very well because of these things. Now, as we have admitted that we are going to live with this virus or disease for the coming months, next question is, should we fear it? Because as you all know, when the lockdown was done in India, there were few hundred cases being reported throughout the nation. But now, as we are in the state of unlocking our country in the stages, already there are 9 to 12,000 cases being reported every day. Seeing the conditions of Mumbai and Delhi and other metropolitan cities, should we panic? Should we fear it? To this, my answer is no. See, this is a war going on. We were from the very last few years, we were listening about that next world war is not going to be fought with the weapons. It is going to be against the bioweapons. So this is a kind of war which we have to fight. It is not being fought by our soldiers at the borders, but in this war, enemy is unknown. We all are our own soldiers, and the weapons are our knowledge which we have gained in the last few months about what precautions to take, what preventions to take. And believe me when I say that if we use our weapons, our knowledge properly, we are going to win this war one day. So now let's discuss what is this knowledge I am talking about, how we should use it. See, first of all comes our immunity, which is very important to prevent us. Even if we are infected, then also if our immunity is good, we are going to survive this. To boost our immunity or increase our immunity, we need to do three things: exercise, yoga, and nutrition. Exercise, every one of you know, we have to keep our body fit and healthy. And being overweight is never good for health. But at this time, it is a big no. Because being overweight, our heart and lungs are already working to their maximum capacity. And if at all we get infected, it is very high risk that we are going to suffer from severe symptoms. So for this, I will recommend, if you're doing exercises, it's okay. But if you're not doing any exercise, then I will recommend 10,000 steps a day. And for this, you don't have to take out any extra time. You just, while you are talking on your mobile, because nowadays, as we are not meeting our friends and family members, we are often on the mobile phone to be connected with them. So when you talk on your mobile, just walk and talk. Don't sit and talk. Be your mantra. Walk and talk. And you will not even realize when 10,000 steps will be completed and without your knowing it. Next comes yoga. Yoga exercises, which are stretching exercises, help to increase our lymphatic flow in our body, which is important part of our immunity system. Next, we should do yoga exercises which are good for our breathing and lungs. Because at this time we have to keep our lungs in the best shape and our air passages clear. No congestion should be there in our air passages. So, some yoga exercises like pranayam, surya namaskar, anulom vilom, uh, bhatsika, kapal bhati, and brahmini are good exercises for our lungs and even for our peace of mind to release tension. Next is our nutrition. We should eat healthy food, avoid junk foods and cold drinks, aerated drinks. Fresh vegetables, fruits, and milk is a must. Other things which I will especially recommend at this time is keep on drinking hot water or warm water throughout the day. Although it is very warm, hot in the North India region nowadays, but still I will suggest you keep on drinking warm water and avoid refrigerated water, cool water. Next comes golden tea, that is 150 milliliter of hot milk with half teaspoon of turmeric. Turmeric has got very good antiviral, antiseptic, antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. So it is very good for our system. Next is, we should increase the use of some spices like cumin, coriander, cloves, turmeric in our daily food, and ginger and garlic also. Next is herbal tea or kadha. Dalchini, long, ilaichi, tulsi, adrak or shunti, munakka, and you can add uh, jaggery and lime juice for the taste. take some vitamin C preparation or citrus fruit, amla or lemon, which are good source of vitamin C. Keep taking vitamin D preparations for this period. Next, I will suggest, because as you all know, I am a firm believer of using both our sources, our ancient medical science, Ayurveda, as well as our modern science, allopathic medicine. We should use blend of both pathies to get maximum results for the prevention and for the mild symptoms. Go for Ayurvedic medicines, but if symptoms are severe, then seek allopathic medical attention. I will suggest you some Ayurvedic medicines which will help you to have asymptomatic infection if it occurs to you, or the symptoms of a very mild nature. Start taking Chyawanprash. It is good for health and also increases our immunity. Next, take Guduchi or Giloy. You can even take a stem of fresh Giloy and make kadha or herbal tea out of it. Otherwise, there are many market preparation, ready-made preparations in the market. You can take tablet or capsule, one tablet or capsule twice a day. Take Ashwagandha. It is good health tonic as well as build our immunity. One tablet or capsule twice a day. Next is, if you are suffering from cough, then take some herbal or Ayurvedic cough syrup which have antiviral properties and antiviral properties, and it is very good because it does not cause dizziness or sleeping pattern. So you can go for herbal syrup. There are many in the market. Coughlin from Charak Pharma is a good one. But when you are taking herbal cough syrups, take 2 spoons of cough syrup in hot water and sip it like a tea 3 times a day. I will suggest a slight change in your sleeping habits. Instead of lying down on your back while sleeping, try to lie down on your stomach or literally पेट के बल या करवट होके सोना शुरू करें. Because what happens, we have observed that this virus is mostly affecting our posterior and lateral walls of the lungs. So if we sleep on our stomach, our posterior and lateral walls of the lung get maximum chance to expand to their capacity. This was all about how we can boost our immunity. Next comes about sanitization. For your society or community sanitization, you can ask your authorities, local authorities, or even collect money from your local residents and call any good company which are doing spray sanitizing these days. For your domestics or your home sanitization, there is no other specific thing to do, because in India, we already wet mop our houses almost every day. हम जो घर में गीला पोछा लगाते हैं, यूज डिसइंफेक्टेंट, कोई भी अच्छा डिसइंफेक्टेंट यूज करिए और उसको लगाइए. एज सिंपल एज दैट. जो हमें एक्स्ट्रा करना है, हमें रेगुलरली अपनी डोर नॉब्स, टैप्स, सर्फेसेस जो हम रेगुलरली टच कर रहे हैं, सिस्टर्न्स, टॉयलेट सीट्स, इन सबको किसी अच्छे डिसइंफेक्टेंट से रेगुलरली क्लीन करते रहना है. That is all we can do for our home sanitization. Next comes the question which people frequently ask me: how to bring our groceries and other items, vegetables and fruits in our home without being infected. Then I will suggest, for vegetables and fruits and the groceries and things which are in a waterproof packing, take a tub of water and add few tablespoons of baking soda or eating soda in it and dip these for 15 minutes in that. After that, take them out and rinse them thoroughly with clear running water, and then dry them properly before you store them, because if you store them moist, then many other bacteria might grow. It is a moist things are a favorable condition for other bacteria to grow, which will help our digestive system. So let them dry properly, then you can keep them. Now the things which cannot be washed or dipped into the water, keep them for at least 2 days and then use them or consume them. Next question is especially from the working ladies: how can we and when do we get our domestic helps back? To them, my answer is, now you can call your domestic helps or maids to work, but if you know their family history, their medical history, and the history of their society or community from where they are coming from properly. For this, you can take help of Arogya Setu app, which government has launched. It can help you uh, to an extent, and then also keep asking your maid about the health of her and other members of her neighborhood and family. When your maid or domestic help comes, then make them remove their footwear outside your house. Ask them to wash their hands and feet properly with soap water. Ask them to keep on wearing mask when they are in your house, and to take extra precaution, you can give them a gown, cloth gown, to put it on their clothes. When they leave your house, ask them to wash that gown with a proper detergent and leave it to dry. And again, next day they can use it. And if you can afford, then don't keep on calling them twice or thrice a day. Ask them to come once a day, and that will be sufficient. They can do uh, work for a little longer period, but it will make things easier for them and for you. Next is, what do we do or what precautions we should take when we leave our house? When we are leaving our house for any purpose, the nowadays scenario is we can afford to forget our wallet, but we cannot forget to afford to forget our mask. And don't just carry it, put it on when you are in public space. Don't meet anyone by shaking your hands or by hugging them. Keep a safe distance from other people. Avoid touching the surfaces, banisters, or lifts, switches, and other surfaces if you can avoid them. But if you cannot avoid touching them, then use alcohol based sanitizer which you should carry with you, and sanitize your hand. Wherever possible, keep washing your hands with soap water. So these are the precautions we should take when we leave the house, and when we return, same goes for us. Remove your shoes, wash your hands and feet with soap water, and put your clothes immediately for washing. Now come the next question: what about our professional life? How can we start our business or professional life better? There are few tips which I will suggest you. If you are a company owner, then if your workers can work from home and your business is not suffering, let them work from home for a little longer period. But if you have a business of that kind where workers are needed to come to the premises, cut your workforce by at least one third. This will give space in your premises for the social distancing, and you will be able to keep track on the conditions well. Keep sanitizing your premises, keep disinfecting the surfaces, provide soap water for washing the hands, alcohol based sanitizer, do thermal check of your employees, and if possible, rotate them in the shifts. For the company owners and offices, these are enough measures if we take them properly. Now, about the factories and construction sites, which cannot be run without the workers. See, I will suggest the same thing. Cut your workforce by one third. I admit that your business or your operations might run at the pace of a snail, but don't forget, even if the pace of a snail we keep on running, we might win the race. Instead of running too fast, and then we will have to stop at one stage if anyone or there is get infected or there is a community spread from your offices. So, if you can provide your workers to live in the premises, provide them the residence, and keep rotating them, whatever suits you, like for 7 days shift or 10 days shift, whatever suits you. Next comes the local shopkeepers or small vendors. To them, I will suggest, if possible, ask your customers to send their orders on WhatsApp and at what time they will be collecting their orders. Keep their orders ready, packed with their bills. If possible, ask them to pay the bills online. If not, keep a separate box where they can count the money in front of you and put it in that box. To return them change, keep change ready in your hands. And the money which is collected in that box, don't use it the same day. Keep it for 2 days and then you can take it back in the circulation. Doing this, you will not have to spend much time with your customers. You will be in contact with them for few minutes and they will be also in contact with each other for not more than few minutes, and it will also not make your place or shop too crowded. So this is what the shopkeepers or vendors can do. So this was about our professional life, how we can start earning our bread and butter once again. Next comes, what about our social life? See, some people will suggest that social life is not very important at this time of crisis. But what I say or I suggest is, we human beings are a social animal. So without our social life, we may survive for few days, few months, but if the period runs longer, we will get frustrated or start going into the depression, as is the case being reported nowadays. So we should start our social life, but with precautions. These precautions are, first of all, we should not start contacting all our friends and calling them all at once and having a party, because when the crowd is bigger, it is difficult to keep track of the things. We can meet our friends or relatives on one to one basis. We can visit their house or even invite them to our house, but only if we are well aware of their family history, their own medical history, and the medical history of the area or society or community from where they are coming from. And if we are sure that they are also taking as much precautions as we ourselves are taking, then we can meet them. Same goes for everyone. Before entering any house, remove your shoes, wash your hands properly with soap water, and sit at a safe distance. And no matter how much you love each other, don't hug or shake hands at this time. A hi from the safe distance is all we need to do to greet each other. So this was about our social life. Now, another thing which I am hearing from lot of my acquaintances and friends and family is that before corona days, we were spending too much money on the things which were not essential to us or were just like waste or not worthy to buy. So now we are going to live a simple life and buy only things which are essential to us. Many of you may agree with this suggestion, but I will say I don't agree with it. Although many of you are management students and faculty members and you are a better person to discuss on this than myself, but still I will like to give my views on this. See, first of all, doing shopping, especially for the women and girls, it is very good for their mental health. Admit it or not, girls, but you love shopping. I know it because I also love shopping. So when you are doing shopping, your tension is released, your frustration is released, and you are in a better position to cope with your position scenario, workload nowadays. Next, if you buy something which is not essential to you, my mantra is, if you can afford to be a little extravagant, then be a little extravagant. By this, I mean, if you are a person who was getting salaried during last few months or was earning his or her bread butter or doing running their businesses, no matter you were not making as much profit as before corona days, but at least you were earning your bread and butter, earning money, then I will suggest you be a little extravagant. Just don't buy the things which are essential to you because everyone is buying them. Go and buy something which you just feel like buying, which is not important to you at all, not needed at this time, but you love it, you feel like buying it for yourself or to gift to anyone you feel gifting like. Because when you are buying things, you are starting a chain reaction which starts from you and ends at you. See how? When you buy something which is not essential, and most of the people are not buying these days, you are giving some business to a local vendor or shopkeeper. When he gets business, then he is in a position to employ his workforce, his salesmen and other workers. So now this business owner is getting some money, he is making some profit, and his employees are also earning their bread and butter. When this shop owner gets order, his things are selling, then he will place order for more goods to the manufacturer or the companies. So now the transporter is getting business because he's the one who is bringing the goods from the companies or manufacturers to this local vendor. When the companies or factories gets order for these things, which might or might not have stopped functioning during these last periods of corona, will start manufacturing it, will restart, and they will also provide earning and a chance to live properly to their workers. So the especially the problem which we faced in the form of migrant labors last month will be solved up to an extent if the companies or factories are running well again. Next, when the people are earning and that company owner or manufacturer is making some profit, our government will be in a better position to collect taxes. And if our government is collecting taxes, then it is in a position to develop a better medical facilities, better infrastructure, better healthcare services for our nation, because you will admit that our government needs revenue. It cannot go on working if the revenues are low, and for that tax collection is a must. As you might have noticed that in the last month, alcohol shops, which I think are the last of the essential items, were opened just because governments were running out of the revenue. So we can help to create revenue in a way which will help to which will help governments to develop a better infrastructure, and god forbid if we need any medical emergency services, we will be in a better position to avail them. So it is the cycle which we initiated and which we benefited at the end product. Instead of giving anything in charity, I think it is a better charity to give anyone to earn their bread and butter within a respectable way. So, again, I will suggest you be a little extravagant if you can afford to be. And I think after listening my views, you are a better judge that we don't have to fear it. We admit Corona is not our friend, it is our enemy. But to fight the enemy, we should have our morals high. We should not fear it, because if we fear from our enemy, half the battle is already lost. We don't have to fear it. We have to live it. That is the fact. We cannot change it. There's no choice about it. So it is better that we start fighting it and not fearing it. This was my topic, and thank you again, the faculty of your college, Dean Sir, Bindu, and Vijayshri Ma'am, for inviting me and conducting it for me. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Your your views are so comprehensive that you have covered each and everything. Starting from how this disease, Corona, started from China, and then you told us that knowledge is the most powerful weapon through which it can be fought. And you told that exercise and yoga is must to be followed by everyone. And you covered that food intake habits must be very good. Further, if we use any kind of cures, whether Ayurvedic or allopathic, they must be full of cautions. And you covered every point, thinking about so various sections of society as well. So we enjoyed listening to your views a lot, ma'am. Now we have some questions posted by our viewers. If you allow, I will read out uh, them to you.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Vijayshri.
Yes, ma'am. This question we have over here from Dr. Poonam Panuli, that is it safe to take newspapers from newspaper vendors?
Uh, Actually, I will not suggest to take newspapers at this time, because if you are taking newspaper, first of all, you have to leave it in the sun to dry properly for a day or two. But if you don't read newspaper early in the morning, there is no sense in reading it, because news on the television and social media is so prompt that if you read it after a few hours or in the evening, there's I think it feels like we are repeating the news, repeating the news we already have known throughout the day. So फ्रेश न्यूज जो पढ़ने का एक सुबह सुबह मजा होता है, वो नहीं हो सकता है, बिकॉज न्यूज़पेपर बहुत हैंड्स से होके आता है और उसको इमीडिएटली वी कैन नॉट टच.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Another question is that this is from Dr. Tripta Sharma. She says, she asks that she suffers from throat problems again and again. Recurrent throat problem she has, and in spite of taking hot water, kadha, gargle, and even after taking all such precautions, what else can be done to get rid of this problem?
See, she can take. I'll suggest her Ayurvedic preparation, Septilin tablet. Septilin DS नाम से आती है. She can take it one
Okay.
tablet twice a day for a longer period, because it will boost her immunity. और उसको बार बार जो ये इनको हो रहा है, जो बार बार ये सफर कर रहे हैं इस चीज से, इससे पता
Yes.
चलता है कि उनका जो है इम्यूनिटी लो है. जैसे कोई भी सीजनल चेंज होता होगा, या वो किसी
Right.
के में आते होंगे कांटेक्ट में, या उन्होंने हीट से, गर्मी से आके फ्रिज का पानी पी लिया, तो उनको तुरंत
Yes.
से ये हो जाता होगा. तो Septilin tablet has got excellent results in this, and Coflet syrup from Charak Pharma, it has also got excellent results. 2 teaspoons in hot water 3 times a day. Ask her to take both of these things. Septilin she should carry on for a longer period without, even if she is suffering from any symptoms, or as soon as she starts feeling any irritation in the throat, ask her to take Coflet syrup along with it. And I think if she takes it regularly for a month or two, so she will not be prone to these repetitions of these symptoms.
Okay, ma'am, great. I hope Dr. Tripta Sharma has got her answer. She must be listening to this entire conversation, or otherwise we will pass on this message to her definitely. Thank you so much, ma'am. Further she asks, what can be done to improve immunity of our children? Because children, they play outside, and nowadays they can't play, and they need to play, and without playing outside they feel bored all the time. So these entire things, how can they deal with, how can parents deal with such things?
Yeah. This is a very important question if you are having youngsters at home. See, if you
Yeah,
are having independent houses, like your compound is safe, आपके यहाँ लॉन है या you are having a separate roof, छत है अपनी, तो there is no
right.
problem. उसके अंदर हम लोग, आजकल बच्चे नहीं खेलते हैं, आजकल वो लेटेस्ट गेम्स आ गए हैं, बट कि भाई हम स्टेडियम में खेलेंगे ऐसे, बट व्हेन वी वर किड्स, तो हम लोग कितनी छोटी सी जगह में, वो एक सिकड़ी होता था जिसको आजकल किस नाम से बच्चे बोलते हैं, स्टापू बोलते हैं, व्हाटएवर, और हम लोग दौड़ के वो बहुत सारे गेम्स खेलते थे, तो वो उसको खेल सकते हैं, और नहीं कर सकते हैं तो स्किपिंग तो घर के अंदर भी हो सकता है. प्रमोट देम फॉर स्किपिंग, रोप स्किपिंग, दैट डजंट नीड्स एनी स्पेस. यदि बच्चे को आ गया तो वो रोप स्किपिंग कर सकता है, तो दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी गुड फॉर्म ऑफ एक्सरसाइज. नेक्स्ट, यदि आप किसी ऐसी सोसाइटी में हैं जहाँ पे बाहर नहीं निकल सकते हैं, जैसे मल्टी स्टोरी बिल्डिंग्स में, तो इसमें आपको प्रिकॉशन लेना है, बट उसमें भी आप अपने घर में एक थोड़ी सी जगह खाली कर दो जहाँ एटलीस्ट बच्चे स्किपिंग कर सकते हैं, और उनको फिर आप ये वॉच करो कि वो बहुत देर बैठ के नहीं खेलें, उनको आप घर के काम बताओ कि ये उठ के ले आओ,
Okay.
ये कर लो, और उनके साथ थोड़ा सा टाइम स्पेंड करिए ताकि वो हर टाइम भी मोबाइल पे नहीं रहे. बहुत सारे गेम्स हैं जो लूडो टाइप्स, वो आप बैठ के ही खेलोगे, बट एटलीस्ट उनका
Right.
दिमाग डाइवर्ट होगा.
Yes, ma'am. Further, we have this question from Miss Sarika Singh, that can we take saloon services, haircut, etc.? And if we do, then what precautions we must take while taking these services?
It is better if you can arrange for that saloon services at your home. बहुत सारे अर्बन क्लब से भी और बहुत सारे आपके नोन भी होते हैं जो घर आपके करने को रेडी हो जाते हैं, तो उसमें
Right.
best thing is you provide everything from your end, clean towels, clean everything. and जैसे आपने बताया, मैंने मेड्स के लिए बताया, वैसे ही जिसको भी आप एंटर करा रहे हो उसको आप पहले तो उसकी मेडिकल हिस्ट्री और फैमिली हिस्ट्री ट्रैक कर लो. इफ शी इज नॉट सफरिंग फ्रॉम एनीथिंग तो आप उसको अलाउ करो, बट वही है, मास्क लगा के अच्छे से हैंड्स वॉश करा के, और टेल हर टू पुट ऑन एन एप्रन, क्योंकि पार्लर्स वाले तो आजकल वैसे भी डिस्पोजेबल एप्रन्स भी यूज कर रहे हैं, तो यू पे अ लिटिल एक्स्ट्रा टू देम, बट टेक प्रिकॉशंस, क्योंकि सैलून्स में जाके कराना, I don't think it is very advisable. And especially I will like to say the people who have low immunity, उनको बहुत ज्यादा प्रिकॉशन लेना चाहिए. बाकी लोग थोड़ा सा देख सकते हैं. इफ यू आर नोइंग अबाउट द प्रिमिसेस कि आपका ग्रीन जोन में, आपके एरिया में कुछ नहीं है, तो फिर आप सोच सकते हो. बट हाँ, सारी चीजें डिस्पोजेबल, और बेटर है कि आप टॉवल से लेके और जितनी भी चीजें हैं वो आप अपनी प्रोवाइड करा पाओ, तो इट इज बेटर.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. There we have another question from Miss Nidhi Malik, that her mother suffers from dry cough, and she is unable to go out for walks even nowadays. So what can be done? And if there is some medicine for this, then please prescribe.
Uh, is her mother suffering from the dry cough for a long time, long period, or is she suffering it recently?
Yeah, that I would ask. I would like to ask this Miss Nidhi. Please, Nidhi, switch on your mic and please put your question directly to our doctor. Is Nidhi there?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, please ask your question directly.
She's suffering from a long time from the dry cough.
Okay, have you consulted some chest specialist? Have you got her x-rays and CT, VT done? CT
Yeah,
scan?
ma'am. Everything is done. Everything is normal. Yes.
Have you checked her for anemia and oxygen level?
Ma'am,
Because
her
if
anemia has
patient,
but not
if
oxygen level.
actually what happens if patient is suffering from the long period dry cough say, so maximum chances are कि either she or he can have anemia, low hemoglobin, or oxygen level is low.
Okay.
तो बी श्योर कि ये दोनों कंडीशंस नहीं है. फ्रॉम आयुर्वेदिक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से सितोप्लारी चूर्ण इज आल्सो वेरी गुड. उसको आप शहद में मिला के, इफ शी इज नॉट डायबिटिक देन शहद में मिला के गर्म पानी से दे सकते हो, दिन में 2 बार या 3 बार as required. And which I told earlier, Saptalin and Coflex syrups are very good. They have got very good results.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Here we have a few questions more.
Vijayshri ma'am, may I ask a question?
Yeah, please directly. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Ma'am, am I audible to you?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Ma'am, my question is, many of the patients I know especially, they are suffering from long time like sneezing and cough and cold. तो मुझे आपसे पूछना है, कुछ ऐसे पेशेंट्स हैं जिनको मैं देखता हूं कि वो हर दूसरे या तीसरे दिन लिवोसेट्रिजिन या सेट्रिजिन खाते हैं. जब तक वो सिम्टोमेटिक रिलीफ मिलता है, 2-3 दिन बाद उसका असर खत्म होता है, फिर वही कंडीशन आ जाती है उनकी, जुकाम होता है या कुछ. तो ऐसे में आप क्या सजेस्ट करेंगे?
सबसे पहले देखिए, जो सिट्रिजिन और लिवोसिट्रिजिन है, मैं उसको बहुत स्ट्रांगली अपोज करती हूँ. कभी आपको डायर इमरजेंसी है कि आपको कुछ मीटिंग ऐसी अटेंड करनी है और बिल्कुल आप नहीं टॉलरेट कर पा रहे हैं, तो इट्स ओके. वो क्या करता है कि आपका जो कंजेशन है उसको वहीं पे और कंजेशन क्रिएट करता है, मतलब उसको निकालता नहीं है, जमा देता है एक तरीके से. तो वो जैसे इन्फेक्ट होता है आपको फिर से शुरू हो जाता है. The main thing if you want to get a long term relief is to clear your air passageway. जो आपका सांस लेने की पूरी पैसेजवे है फ्रॉम नॉस्ट्रल्स टू लंग, दैट शुड बी क्लियर. यदि उसके अंदर कंजेशन रहेगा तो आपको बार बार ये चीजें होंगी. तो इसके अंदर स्टीम इनहेलेशन इज वेरी गुड. इंस्टेड ऑफ टेकिंग सिट्रिजिन एंड लिवोसिट्रिजिन अगेन एंड अगेन, स्टीम इनहेलेशन लें रेगुलरली. ब्रीदिंग एक्सरसाइज जो मैंने योगास बताए हैं इनको करें. अनुलोम विलोम इज वेरी गुड, इट हैज गॉट एक्सीलेंट रिजल्ट. प्राणायाम, तो इससे उनका जो एयर पैसेज वे है वो क्लियर होएगा. मे बी उनको साइनोसाइटिस भी हो, आई एम नॉट श्योर. उनमें से कुछ जनों को साइनोसाइटिस होती है जो हमारे साइनसेस में कंजेशन, मतलब जिसको हम बलगम कहते हैं आम भाषा में, वो जम जाता है. तो वो जब तक रहेगा, वो बार बार, जैसे कुछ इन्फेक्शन होगा साइनोसाइटिस, उससे हेडेक होता है. हेडेक साइनोसाइटिस से नहीं होता है. जब हम हीट में, गर्म में निकलते हैं तो जो हमारा बलगम जमा हुआ है वो मेल्ट होने लगता है, उससे हमें दिक्कत होती है. तो उसको क्लियर होना चाहिए. वह साइनसेस शुड बी क्लियर ऑफ ऑल कंडीशंस. यदि वो होंगे तो हमें ये रिपीटेड नहीं होगा. इसके लिए स्टीम इनहेलेशन इज द बेस्ट. अवॉइड टेकिंग एंटी एलर्जिक सिट्रिजिन एंड लिवोसिट्रिजिन्स अप टू एन एक्सटेंट. एंड ये आप लॉन्ग टर्म इम्यूनिटी के लिए जो बार बार नहीं हो, तो एज आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड, यू मस्ट बी लिसनिंग कि सैप्टेलिन इज अ वेरी गुड मेडिसिन.
थैंक यू मैम. थैंक यू मैम.
Ma'am, we have this question also from Mr. Bhuvnesh Sharma, that he has cough. He usually has cough in the winter for a very long time. So what can be done as he has?
This is replied, ma'am. Thank you. उन्होंने कर दिया, जवाब दे दिया, मैडम.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much. So, ma'am, these were various questions. I would like to request participants, if they want to ask any more questions, they can put their mic on and can directly ask their questions. Is there any? Okay. Ma'am, Dr. Bindya, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am, this side Pooja. I just wanted to ask that can we consume chicken and non-veg, because some people are insisting that we should avoid because of this corona and other things. So is it advisable to have non-veg at this point of time, or should we be pure vegetarian? for time being.
You are asking about non-vegetarian food.
Yes, yes.
Non-vegetarian food is okay if you have the source from where that is coming from. You are sure about that source. You know the poultry from where that chicken or mutton is coming from, or the eggs. Eggs को तो आप 2 दिन रख दो, टच नहीं करो, फिर कंज्यूम करो, then it is okay to consume them. वो वैसे भी shells में होते हैं, तो no issue. और जो आपका चिकन एंड मटन और फिश है, be very sure कि वो जहां से आ रहा है, जिस पोल्ट्री फार्म से आ रहे हैं, वहां कोई इन्फेक्शन नहीं है, और उसको आप जितना हो सके अपने आप से ले आओ, या मतलब it should be brought to your doorstep at very sanitized way. यदि साफ तरीके से आ रहा है तो नॉनवेज में हाई प्रोटीन होता है, तो I don't think there is any problem in having it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Is anybody else out there for a question? With a question, anyone?
Yes, yes. I have one question. May I ask? Binya ma'am, may I ask you one small question?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Anji, ma'am, just want to know that in case we feel that we have to visit the doctor, like blood test वगैरह जो हम लोग normally करते हैं, तो क्या is it safe to call the person home and get your blood tested? I mean वो जो sample लेने आते हैं, is it all right?
ब्लड सैंपल जो कलेक्ट करने घर पे आते हैं, आप उनके लिए पूछ रहे हैं?
हाँ जी मैम, हाँ जी, हम जैसे नॉर्मली होता है ना, हम फोन कर देते हैं। हाँ जी,
किसी
हाँ
रेपुटेड पैथोलॉजी से या हॉस्पिटल से बुला रहे हैं, तो वो अपने सब एम्प्लॉइज का ट्रैक रखते हैं, उसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं होती। जैसे हम लोग भेजते हैं, तो वी कीप ट्रैक ऑफ दोस पर्संस कि उनको कोई ऐसी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, और काफी सैनिटाइजेशन यूज कर रहे हैं वो लोग। छोटी पैथोलॉजी का एक्सपर्ट से, बट ऑल द रेप्यूटेड पैथोलॉजिस्ट आर टेकिंग मैक्सिमम मेजर्स।
हाँ, नहीं मैम, वो तो अच्छे, मतलब वी नो द पर्सन since many years, 25 years and all that, but सिर्फ ये था कि is it safe to call them and get the sample from the home, because they come home and collect, ना?
It's perfectly safe. बस आप ध्यान रखो, जब आप उनको एंटर करो, the things I have told you, tell them to remove their shoes, make them wash their hands properly with the soap water, ask them to put on their mask all the time they are in your house, then it is safe. Nothing to worry.
And we also have to wear mask, ना? मैम, हमें भी मास्क पहनना पड़ेगा ना?
हाँ, मास्क पहन के रखिए। आप किसी के भी क्लोज कांटेक्ट में, तो देखिए दूसरा पहन रहा है या नहीं, यदि दूसरा नहीं भी पहन रहा है, तो यू हैव टू पुट ऑन द मास्क। इफ यू आर पुटिंग ऑन योर मास्क, तो किसी और का इन्फेक्शन आप पे नहीं आएगा। पर जैसे मास्क नहीं पहना है, तो मेरा इन्फेक्शन दूसरे को जा सकता है, बट यदि सामने वाले ने मास्क पहना है, तो मेरा इन्फेक्शन उसको नहीं जाएगा। तो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट वी शुड टेक केयर ऑफ आवरसेल्व्स इंस्टेड ऑफ फाइटिंग एवरीवन एल्स कि तुम भी पहनो, हम पहले अपना पहन ले, उतना भी बहुत है।
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच मैम, थैंक यू सो मच।
ओके ओके
Ma'am, Mr. Bhuvnesh Sharma asks to repeat name of that cough syrup that you told.
Coughlate from Charak Pharma.
Okay, and Dr. Tripta Sharma also asking for telling again the name of those 2 tablets.
Saptilin, which I told you earlier. Saptilin DS. Coughlate syrup is of Himalaya Pharma.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, so the questions from the audience are over now. Thank you so much, ma'am. Though you have given a very comprehensive picture, I have a question. If you allow, I'll ask.
Most welcome.
Ma'am, in metro cities and mini metros, people live in a very near proximity, especially those who are not so educated and who work as who provide their services as housemaids and servants.
Yeah.
And when these people are even when these people are even informed about what to do and what not to do, they may ignore to follow that.
Yes.
Because of near proximity and lack of knowledge which, as you have told, and which we all know, that how important it is to have knowledge to avoid this problem like corona. So these people, due to such lack of knowledge and awareness, if such people, they will go to various homes to provide their services, then again the problem will occur. So how do you think we will be able to handle such situation, such severe situation, even
See,
after?
first of all, I agree with you. Those people are or maybe ignorant, but the families they are working from, they are not ignorant. First of all, we ourselves should टेक मेजर्स कि जिसके घर में भी वो जा रहे हैं, आपकी कॉलोनी में, यू मस्ट बी नोइंग तुम्हारी मेड 4 घर में काम करती है सपोज, तो तुम उन 4 घर से कांटेक्ट में हो सकते हो कि भाई मैं तो इस पे ट्रैक रख रही हूँ, आप भी रखना, मैं ये प्रिकॉशंस ले रही हूँ, आप भी रखना. तो एक तो उसको दूसरों के घर से तो इन्फेक्शन आने का चांस नहीं रहा, फिर जिसके घर में बचा रही है, अब बचा कि उसको अपनी सोसाइटी से आ सकता है कि नहीं. तो देखिए, आरोग्य सेतु ऐप पे हर सोसाइटी का बड़ा क्लियरली आ रहा है कि आपके प्रॉक्सिमिटी में 1 किलोमीटर पे इन्फेक्शन है कि नहीं है, कितनी देर, कितने डिस्टेंस पे, तो आप काफी हद तक तो उससे ट्रैक कर सकते हो कि वो जहां से आ रही है काम करने, वहां पे कोई पेशेंट है या नहीं. और फिर यू विल हैव टू टेक आउट टाइम कि आप उससे रोज पूछो, भैया तुम ठीक हो, तुम्हारे घर में सब ठीक है, थोड़ा सा उसको डराओ, थोड़ा सा उसको समझाओ कि भाई ये मेजर्स लेने हैं, और नहीं लोगी तो तुम ये मत बोलो मैं सफर करूंगी, क्योंकि इन इंडिया व्हेन यू से दैट मतलब तुम्हारी वजह से मुझे नुकसान होगा, नो वन इज गोइंग टू लिसन टू यू. टेल हर एंड मेक हर रियलाइज कि यदि वो प्रिकॉशन नहीं लेगी तो शी विल बी द एंड लूजर. वो जाएगी क्वारंटीन में, वो सफर करेगी, उसके पास पैसा नहीं है टेस्ट कराने का, तो शी विल बी मोर कॉन्शियस. व्हेन इट कम्स टू हर शी विल बी मोर कॉन्शियस, बट इफ it comes to you, she will be careless. That is, there's no doubt about it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. You already have told about this problem, which is so current and it's not so new, which is of depression.
Yeah.
And now, when we look at this data of suicidal tendencies among people and mental health and all that stuff.
Yes.
You already have talked about yoga. Do you think the things like yoga and practices of self-restraint, self-awareness, and looking within, and such kind of things, also self-discipline sort of concepts, can help youth to understand the life in a bigger at a bigger canvas, and they can again start their life with good thinking and with a progressive thinking? Do you think so?
I think so, but only if they are trained for it from their very childhood age, because then they are in the habit of doing it. But once the youngsters leave the house, the nest of their parents, and they are on their own, especially these problems occur then. जैसे हॉस्टल में हैं या कहीं बाहर चले गए और वो अकेले हैं.
Right.
In many cases, what I have seen is, although the scenario is changing, but parents बच्चों के साथ आज भी friendly कहते हैं, but they are not friendly. They are judgmental about them.
Okay.
Your child is not able to share his or her smoking habit, drinking habit, or whatever nuisance he is doing in their hostels or colleges. जो सबने की होती है और सब करते हैं, but parents try to picture कि हम बहुत perfect और अच्छे थे, और तो वो बच्चे शेयर ही नहीं करते हैं. तो उससे क्या होता है कि वो एक तो अकेले हो जाते हैं, वो फ्रेंड्स पे डिपेंड होते हैं, और यदि गलत संगत पड़ गई तो फिर उसमें दिक्कतें आती हैं. तो कीप ऑन कम्युनिकेटिंग. और एक स्टेज पे जब टीनेजर्स होते हैं या बच्चे बड़े होते हैं, तो दे आर गोइंग टू गेट बोर्ड, आपसे बात नहीं करेंगे, आपको इग्नोर करेंगे. एवरीथिंग दे विल डू टू एस्केप योर वेब्स कि पेरेंट्स से अलग हो गए, हम बड़े हो गए दिखाने के लिए. But keep on communicating from your side. आप कम्युनिकेट करते रहोगे तो उनको मालूम होगा, वो 10 गलती करेंगे बट मेक देम रियलाइज यू आर देयर फॉर देम। डोंट बी जजमेंटल, आप बाद में कुछ भी करो, पर आपका बच्चा कितनी भी बड़ी गलती करके आया है तो उसको रियलाइज कराओ कि यू आर देयर फॉर हिम और हर, तो उससे ये चीजें थोड़ा सा एक हद तक कम होंगी। और बच्चे को आप शुरू से हैबिट डालो मेडिटेशन की और इनकी योगा एक्सरसाइजेस की, तो इससे टेम्पररी मतलब थोड़ा सा रिलीफ मिलता है, हेडेक्स वगैरह में काफी रिलीफ मिलता है। बट द मेन थिंग डिप्रेशन को दूर करने के लिए तो यू नीड टू बी सोशलाइजिंग कंपनी, दैट ऑल्सो अ गुड हेल्दी कंपनी, मतलब सोशलाइजिंग
Right,
ऐसे
ma'am.
लोगों में ना हो कि पता चला आप और भी डाउन द ड्रेन जाने लगे।
Exactly, ma'am. Yes. Got your point, ma'am. Thank you so much for providing your views along with answers to all these various questions. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I would like to invite Professor Bindu Arora, ma'am, to give vote of thanks. Professor Bindu
Thank
Arora,
you,
ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Bindya. You have really boosted our spirit in many things because perfectly right. The situation is very challenging and we have to focus our attention on how to fight with this fear. And he has rightly said that life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It is about learning how to dance in the rain. So perfectly, you have given us so many tips that how we should boost our immune system, how we should start our social life also, our working life also. You have given tips on so many things. I think so. The way we fight, this would be a lesson for the upcoming generation, that how we fought this pandemic with or without vaccines. We still don't know, but the various tips you have given, so much thankful to you. And I'm thankful to Professor Singh, Dr. Vijayshri, Dr. Anil Dangwal, Dr. Sanchit. So full team of FMS and DMS. Then we have Professor BC Sharma from Jammu. I would like to thank him. Professor Sangeeta from KGM Haridwar. Then two doctors, my special thanks to them. Dr. GM Khera from Lucknow, then Dr. Atul Rana, then my thanks to all the participants, my research scholars. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Dr. Bindya. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Bindu.
you.
Thanks for
Thanks, madam.
inviting me in the first place, and Vijayshri especially for conducting it so
Namaskar,
well.
madam.
And I'll also like to thank Dr. GM Kheda, my husband. He is very supportive and he is my senior, 2 years, my senior Ayurvedic graduate only from my college. And he has been my mentor for this Ayurvedic treatments. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's great to have you here in this conversation and for this webinar. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Namaskar,
Thanks.
madam. Namaskar.
Bye. Namaskar.